Big George. Came to his coaching session last time, and it was a really great experience. Helped me out as an entrepreneur, to help further my business and even my personal life. And some things I learned in his last coaching session were the charismatic closing, which he mentioned the 3 C's of closing, which were concern, common experience, and credibility. So those are some things that are really helping me out in my life right now. So appreciate you, George. Definitely come check his coaching sessions out. They're great.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big Anthony. And I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Massive Action Mindset. This week, I have a treat for you guys. I got a doctor here. He's an optometrist. Optometrist is Dr. Adam Ramsey. And he's going to tell us a little bit about how it is to have a brick and mortar business and the educational background when it comes to starting your businesses and going into something like this here as an entrepreneur. So if you guys are on Facebook, make sure that you like and share and comment below. Start a watch party. Again, we're here to provide value for you guys so you can go out and take the necessary steps on your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Listen, man, you know, I read a lot. I'm into personal development, and there's this one individual. His name is Jim Rohn. I believe I mentioned this before. What he has said is that when it comes to investing in yourself, that a wage will make you a living. However, profits will make you a fortune. Go out, start your own business, be your own boss, take your time back. That's what this is all about. And we're giving you individuals that's on this show that's going to give you, the path that you can go down to expedite this a little bit faster. But you got to take massive action. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe, click the bell. We are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. All right, with that being said, again, I welcome you guys to another edition of Massive Action Mindset. I'm going to introduce Dr. Adam Ramsey. He's going to give you a little backstory on himself and how he actually got started in his profession and his educational, the education that led him to open his business and how he's providing value to the community today. So, Doc, I'm going to give it over to you. Welcome on the show. I do appreciate you.
Thank you. Well, George and the Massive Action Network, everybody that's out there, thank you for tuning in and listening. Thank you for the opportunity to actually speak. I love being able to tell my story to other people because sometimes without the backstory, people can look at you, and even though we look exactly the same, they look at you as if you're an alien, right? Yes. So we look the same, but all of a sudden I can't do what you did because you're special, and I'm not special. And when I go out and talk to colleges and high schools, and I talk with them, halfway through I have to stop because they disconnect and feel like, I understand that we look the same, but we're not the same. And I got to get them to understand is I was in your shoes. So I was born in Trinidad in the Caribbean, okay? So moved to the U.S. when I was 8, and then I went to University of Florida for undergrad. I got a bachelor's in health education, got an honors degree there. Then I went to Southern College of Optometry in Memphis, Tennessee. And I wanted to get a different experience, see something different, so I got to go experience a Memphis barbecue. Okay. Memphis in May is the best time I would tell anybody to visit Memphis. The weather's beautiful, the food is good, you get to sample all the different, they have the little cookouts and everything there. So I lived on the Mississippi River and I was able to see the tugboats go down. So I had a great experience there. But then I get out and I say, okay, Adam, what are you gonna do? You said you want to be an optometrist. Now you are an optometrist. They gave you a degree that says you are something. And then it's like, okay, what do you do with that? And I got out here and I started trying to open my own office, and I got a lot of roadblocks. And the one thing I would tell anybody that's watching this online is that you are gonna have roadblocks. There is nobody that has made it without any struggle. Nobody gets through life without something happening. Nobody is successful without that. But I would tell you is that those roadblocks made me a better entrepreneur than if I did it, because you learn in the struggle.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? In the middle of the struggle is where you get creative. Is where your ingenuity comes in. It is where your hustle gets turned up. So don't shy away from the struggle. Embrace the struggle. Say, self, what am I going to learn in this moment? What am I supposed to learn here? And if you learn the lesson from that moment, you won't have to repeat it. But if you never learn the lesson from that moment, 6 months, a year later, you will be in the same exact spot because you didn't learn it before. So before you rush out to say, how can I get out of this? Say, self, what was I supposed to learn here so that I never get here again? When I open my first, and I like to give the backstory of the struggle because then people can understand, because right now we're sitting in Palm Beach Gardens. We're in Midtown Plaza. It's a beautiful plaza. We got beautiful cars outside. They have everything here. But people see this beautiful office and they don't realize I was in an industrial park in Lake Park for 3 years before this. And I had a 200 square foot office that I bartered with the person that was there to actually, I do the exams, you sell the glasses, and I hustled. It was dusty, it was small, but it was mine. But I stayed in that grind and I stayed in that moment until I got everything I was supposed to learn from that moment. And the second I looked up and I said, you know what? I've learned everything I'm supposed to learn here. So now the only way I can grow is I have to change my environment. I have to get out of where I am and I push myself here. So people that see this here say, well, I want to open a business. And we're talking about my business, and I'm an optometrist. We sell glasses, we do contacts, we do all that. But business in itself is the same, okay? To open that office, I stole paintings from the house. I stole chairs from the dining room table. I took my computer from the house and I put it in there, and all of a sudden now it's open. And people say, oh, to open a practice, you need money. No, you don't necessarily don't. You need somebody that needs your services, and I need their space. And you can then trade services for space. And without me, he wasn't able to sell glasses, so he needed my services. If you want to be a tailor, right, and you want to have your own suits business, there's somebody that needs somebody like you, right? They need somebody that needs that. You can trade services for space, and then you can all of a sudden you have an opportunity to be there, and you can start a business.
I'm sorry, Doc.
Go ahead.
Just interject, but you're speaking about now, and I want to make sure that you guys have listened to these nuggets that Dr. Ramsey has been dropping throughout of enjoy the process. All right, but what a lot of us do, we want to sit here and compare Dr. Ramsey's highlight reel. This is his highlight reel, and you don't know the backstory. You don't know the struggle. You're just looking at the highlight reel now. You don't know what he went through to actually get here. And that strategic alliance that you're talking about, partnering with other individuals in order to get you or assist you to get to where you need to go. That's what I want to make sure that everyone is out here listening to this, that you're not missing these nuggets that's being dropped. Yeah, you can go out here, you can start something. The doctor said, look for those individuals that need a service, and you partner with them, and you guys grow together up until you put yourself to a point to where you can branch out and start something of your own individually. But go ahead, I'm sorry, Doc.
So when you say those strategic alliances, I would tell you that most people try to network up, and I would say network across, okay? Because the person that's on the same level with you can see the same hustle and grind that you can, and you can barter services and say, listen, you need something, I need something, we need something together. But too often, most entrepreneurs and most people trying to start a book, start a podcast, start a TV show, most people trying to start a business, trying to start a nonprofit, is looking for the person that has already made it and is hoping that they pull them up from where they are. And what I would say is, if me and you both need it, we hustle better together, and I can boost you up and you can boost me up, and we can get there much quicker and much better. Start networking across. Start getting the people that are right across the table from you, right in your same struggle. And those people will do so much more from you than you could ever if you go try and track somebody down because you think they're successful and try to get them to pull you up. You're really going to miss the boat. There's nothing wrong with having mentors. There's nothing wrong with having that. But if people did more networking across, than trying to get somebody to pull them up. They will be so much better off.
Okay, I hear that. And you know, I'm a big believer in, and you know, networking across. I really haven't heard of that yet. You know, because I guess I'm one of those individuals that have gone out, and when it comes to somebody that I want to be my mentor, that I'm looking for coaching from, if I didn't have the money right then and there to pay them to coach me, you know, I looked at what they were doing, whether that's following them via social media, on their websites, and emulating what they're actually doing. You know, I believe that success leaves clues. You know, so if this individual is out here doing what I want to do, why try to recreate the wheel? You know, what has this person done to get there? Model that, but make it yours. Make it, you know, your own individual. You know, of who you are, and then go out and recreate that same process. And the whole networking, that does make sense, because it's that same hustle and grind that you're getting from that other individual, holding each other accountable, and you guys are pushing forward in the same direction. So I really get that. I like that.
I agree in that you want to emulate and learn from other people, because there's no reason to create stupidity when you can copy perfection, right?
Exactly.
So you do want to learn from that. But the best mentors I would challenge anybody out there to get will reach out to you when they see themselves in you. You don't have to reach out to those people. If you grind hard enough and you make enough noise, the people will come for you. They will see what you are doing and say, hey, what's going on? I see you doing some big things out there, man. That's really good. Yeah. And you won't have to leave your phone number. You won't have to email them. You won't have to tag them in nothing. Because other people will start tagging you to them and say, have you heard about this guy? I tell people, work on yourself. Learn from others. Watch them. Follow them on social media. Read the book. The one thing that most people miss out on, and there's more information in a $10 book than a $30 consultant or $30,000 consultant. So read the book. Learn from what they have done. But then step your hustle up. Step your own game up. And in that moment, that person will then find you, because they will see what you have done, and they will see the path that you are leading. I mean, there's so much out there for most people that they just don't really understand that the opportunities are there for you. You just have to hustle. You just have to put in the work and the grind. But most people are looking for a shortcut to the grind. You know, because if you learn somebody else's story and it took them 10 years to get where they are, they're like, oh, if I could just do it, I could do it in 1 year or 2 years. No, there are some things that they learned in year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, that allowed them for you to see the end result. You use the analogy about a trailer or a clip, right? I would tell you that the hardest thing for most people in 2019 that we're in right now is social media. Because you are seeing, I call it a trailer to the movie, that is written on autobiography that is partially fiction. And what you are seeing on social media makes you feel like I am not enough, and I can't do as much as they've done, and I don't know what they've done. And you got to realize all you're seeing is the highlight reels to a movie that was written on a book, and the book is partially fiction. And you're trying to compare your real life to the trailer that you see. And it is not that. That's not how it is. That grind, the people that are the most successful have struggles, have problems. So you are enough. Some people feel like you have to be this perfect person. I am not a perfect person. I never knew how to handle employees until I had them, right? I never knew how I was going to pay the rent until I had to pay it, right? So you are enough. Just where you are is enough. You don't have to have all these fancy titles. You don't have to have it all together. What you have to have is hustle, will, and determination. And some people have, have benefits in their life. What I would tell you is that hustle beats out talent when talent doesn't want to work hard.
Yes.
Right? And that hustle and that hard work that you have, if you tell me I will not be outworked, if that is your response to yourself every day, I will not be outworked. Somebody may have more money than me, may have more time, may have more prestige, but you're not going to out hustle me. And I would bet my bottom dollar, if you're not out hustled, you will survive. You will make it. You will thrive. But most people don't have the determination to say, I will not be out hustled. I will not be outworked. And if you start with the mindset of I will not be outworked, the rest of it will work itself out.
I hear that, and just like you said, and I like that. There's the old saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the massive action mindset, that's what this show is all about. It's about the whole massive action. I'm a pilot, and the analogy that I give when I do explain this to others is that as a pilot, when I go to take off on the runway, I don't put the throttle 3/4 of the way or halfway. You have to put the throttle full forward in order to take that action and go in. When it comes to hustling and going out and doing what you need to do in order to get where you need to get. It's not. I believe success loves speed. The faster you get there, the quicker you go, and the more hustle that you put in, the more benefit is going to pay off in the end. But with that being said, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go to a commercial. What I want you guys to do is, if you're on Facebook, like, share, start a watch party. All right, because we got Dr. Ramsey here dropping a bunch of nuggets, and the energy in here right now is just through the roof. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you like it and subscribe. Click the bell so you are notified when we upload and go live Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Adam Ramsey. I own Social Life Vision. We're at 4871 PGA Boulevard on PGA and Military. You can come here for all your eye care needs. We do glasses, contacts, dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetes, eye care related. I'm the man. Come see me here, 4871 PGA Boulevard. You can call us at 561-336-0733. Thank you.
What up, world? It's your boy, Big G Anthony, and I want to take this opportunity to show you how I can assist you in taking massive action with your goals, dreams, and aspirations. As a pilot, we have a flight plan that we must follow. What this gives us the opportunity to do is plan out our destination, our fuel, what altitude we're going to fly. How this applies to your life is that you're setting your goals and the point to where you want to get to. The flight plan allows you for initial investment of $49.99 to have a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, and an introduction coaching video. The next step is the takeoff. Once you have your goals, dreams, and aspirations set, you know where you're going, you have to take massive action to get yourself off the runway. A plane cannot just go half throttle and gain altitude. You have to push that throttle fully forward. This gives you an initial investment of $249.99, which gives you a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, 4 coaching videos, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner so you can set your goals down on paper and hold yourself accountable. Finally, we have the aerial. As a pilot, once I get to the altitude, I have to make micro adjustments to make sure that I stay on course. I have to adjust for the wind. I have to monitor my fuel. I have to monitor
the temperatures of my engine. And how you apply that in life when it comes to your goals and the directions that you're going to have those obstacles that come up that may knock you off path, but you have to make those micro adjustments so you make sure you stay on your destination. This is an initial investment of $499.99. What you get is an hour personal consultation with me, personal affirmation worksheet, 8 coaching videos, and again, your massive action mindset 90-day planner. But wait, those that are watching my show tonight, I'm giving you a special offer. You will be able to get the takeoff, which originally is $249.99 for a $199 investment. Again, let me remind you what you get: a 30-minute personal consultation, 4 coaching videos, personal affirmation worksheet, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner. But I'm also going to give you something else. Those that go to my website tonight and purchase that $199 takeoff will get your free daily affirmation calendar. I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. Continue to watch my show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and follow me on Facebook at BigganthonyIII and on Instagram at BigganthonyIII. Remember, you got to change your mindset to change your situation. I see you on the other side.
What up, world? It's your boy George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony, and I want to welcome you back to Massive Action Mindset. We're here with Dr. Adam Ramsey, and you know what, Doc? Let's get right into it. Tell us, why did you become an optometrist?
That's a really great question. And for everybody listening out there, I did not decide to be an optometrist till I was 21.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So exactly, that's the same reaction that everybody gets. And because most people, when they're, in high school or even in college, like, I have to figure out what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with not exactly knowing what you want to do where you are in life. What's wrong is not searching for the answer.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I liked animals. So I had birds and I had turtles and I had hamsters and dogs and everything. So somebody said, well, you should become a veterinarian. So I go through and I'm going to become a veterinarian, but then I realized that I liked my animals. I didn't like other people's animals. Other people's animals were not behaved. They didn't try to bite. My dog never tried to bite me.
Yeah.
And the first time you get a Rottweiler trying to bite you,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it's like changing your priorities in life. You say, you know what? Maybe I just have my own Rottweiler. I don't have to necessarily take care of your Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Right? So then I was a big guy. So they said, well, you should be a physical therapist. You want to do medicine? You're a big guy. You should be a physical therapist. I go out and I volunteer and I do externships and internships in these offices. So when I wanted to be a vet, I volunteered at a vet office for 2 years every Saturday. My mother would drop me off at 8 a.m. and pick me up at 1 p.m. Every single Saturday. She said, you wanted to do it, so you need to see it. It took me a year to figure out I didn't want to do that. But because I put in the work, I was able to see it. Because YouTube and Google could never give you a passion for a career choice. You have to feel it, you have to see it, you have to want it for yourself. Because if not, you will flounder, you will struggle, you will fall apart midway through going to that, right? So then I say, okay, well, let me go try and become a physical therapist. And I volunteered at a physical therapy clinic for about 8 months. And I decided, you know what, I didn't like it because the physical therapist was really writing orders for the treatments. And then the aide actually did the exercises with the patient. So they spent their whole day doing paperwork. And I said, well, I don't want to sit down and do paperwork. I like to interact with people. I like to engage.
Yeah.
So I decided to leave. On the last day that I was leaving, the physical therapist comes up to me and says, Adam, I want to talk to you for a second. He says, when you first got here, you asked me what I liked about my job. He said, you should have asked me what I dislike about my job. He said, because if you can put up with what I dislike, now you found the right career. Because you can make any career sound good if I tell you only the great things, right? If I told you I'm a pilot and I like to fly the world and I get to see different countries, that sounds amazing, right? But if I told you that you have to fly on Christmas and Thanksgiving and you miss all the family functions and all I really see is the airport and the hotel and I have jet lag and now I don't enjoy travel because I do it for other people, now all of a sudden that great career sounds terrible. Right? Yeah. So if you can if somebody tells you, this is what I don't like about my job, and all of a sudden you say, well, that's not so bad to me, I'm okay. I'm okay with that, I like that. Then all of a sudden now, I can always tell you the good stuff.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I told the man, I said, why you didn't tell me that 8 months ago? He said, man, I ain't gonna turn down free labor. I said, man, that is ridiculous. So all of a sudden, I'm sitting, I'm in school, University of Florida, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm switching careers, figuring it out. I come back home, and I'm sitting in my optometrist's office, and the door is cracked. And my optometrist is talking to the other optometrist there, and he says, hey, I have about 4-hour gap. You want to go play 9 holes? And I'm sitting there, and I'm 20 years old, sitting there in the chair, and I was like, hold on, you have that much control over your life and your time that you could just go play 9 holes and you didn't have to ask nobody? Now, mind you, I've been wearing glasses since I was 5 years old. So I've been exposed to optometrists my whole life. But I never connected that I could be that.
Yeah.
And another thing I would say is that I never saw a black optometrist until I decided to go to school, right? So you don't have to see somebody that looks exactly like you to become that. And I meet so many young people that say, well, I've never seen this and I've only seen a basketball player, so I want to be one. You ain't never shake LeBron James' hand. You ain't never met Denzel Washington. You ain't never really met Lil Wayne in person. So why did you decide to be that? You saw it on TV. Well, on TV has every single career, and on Google has every single career. So why is it that you feel like you have to meet that career person, but you don't have to meet the basketball, football player, or entertainer? Where is the disconnect? So I said, you know what, let me go figure out. And then I found out that optometry allowed me to combine medicine and fashion. It allowed me to combine being my own boss, I'm my own entrepreneur, and helping people. And I like the fact that with optometry, I can get immediate results. So if you come in with pain, I can let you leave with no pain. If you come in blurry, I can let you leave clear. So all of a sudden now I was able to make an immediate impact in somebody's life and make an immediate difference in how they see themselves and how they see the world. And because of that, I decided this was the right thing for me. So I really love optometry. I really love the profession that I'm in. And it's been a really big blessing for me to be able to do that.
Well, let me ask you this question here since you brought it up. When it comes to being a black optometrist here in Palm Beach, here in the area that we're in, how is that? You know, can you let the viewers know how it is being one of the only black optometrists here in Palm Beach?
I am the first black optometrist to sit on the board for optometry in this county.
Wow.
One of the first to have their own private practice in this county, in the Southeast. And you know, I'm okay being the first, but I don't want to be the last.
Okay.
I am hoping that somebody else sees what I'm saying and what I'm doing and wants to then come on board. There needs to be more. To be in 2019 and we still have first out there, to me is a crying shame.
It is.
We shouldn't still have first in some of these major categories. So the county, I've been very well received in the county, so I've been very happy to be here. I grew up in Broward, so I really wasn't from this area. I didn't speak Spanish, so when I went back to my hometown, thinking the shining light is coming back, they're gonna receive me with open arms. And all of a sudden, in Broward County, I don't speak Spanish, and it was very difficult to find good and quality employment when you didn't speak the language that the doctors that were there were looking to bring on another associate. So I had to move and go away from the area that I wanted to be in. But then all of a sudden, I became a big fish in a small pond instead of a small fish in a big pond. So what others may see as a negative, I was able to flip into a positive. Yeah. And I was able to see that this was the area that was right for me. And I've been extremely happy being here, being an optometrist, finding a passion for myself. You know, a lot of people like to look and say, just because I like music or I like cooking means that needs to be my profession. And I would say, no, find a need that's needed in that area, solve the need. Because if you sell umbrellas in the rain, you don't have to have a social media platform to sell umbrellas in the rain. But if you try to sell an umbrella in Arizona, you're gonna have problems. So most people try to say, oh, I cook, so I should be a chef. Well, if there are 20 people that cook in the city that you are in, and they're doing a pretty good job, just because you cook doesn't mean that needs to be your business. Go find something they are not doing, solve the need, and then all of a sudden you don't have to be the best cook to be successful. And that's where most people mess up. When they say my business is struggling, this is going on, I would say, did you solve a need, or did you do what you wanted to do? And even in that what you want to do, maybe you cook a different type of food, and then you are known for the food choice that nobody else is offering. And now I am not competing with 20 other chefs. I add value to those chefs, because when somebody wants the type of food that I cook, all of a sudden that chef reaches out to me and says, can you make this? My client asks for this type of food, right? But that's where most entrepreneurs mess up. When I opened this office, the first thing I said was, what need is not being met here? And then from that, I developed the office I wanted to actually create, and I found it. And that allowed you to struggle and to work through the struggle, because the need was there. So I had people coming to utilize my services before I really figured out all the things and the tricks that I need to in business. But if you don't have the need there, you have to really be on your game. You have to really be on your stuff, because now I'm competing with 20 other people, when you shouldn't try to get into a business to try and compete. You should try and separate yourself from the time you step into that business. There is a separation. There is a clear understanding of what your brand is from somebody else. When I see a lot of people, where they struggle is that they are trying to market without having a concrete brand. And if you have a concrete brand, you then market that brand, right? But if you don't do that, all of a sudden you're casting such a wide net that all of a sudden it's confusing to the customer and the client. So work on your actual brand, and then market that brand out in the community. So when somebody else tells your story, they are having a clear representation of what that actually is.
I hear that. So we, to bring it back around to, you didn't figure out that you wanted to be an optometrist at 21. What steps did you take after that to actually start down that path? You went to did the veterinary. You went over. You did the physical therapy. That wasn't you found me. That's something I didn't like, and I like that, because that's what most people don't do. When we jump into something, oh shit, I think I want to get into law enforcement. You get into law enforcement, become a firefighter. And you find, oh, this ain't what I want to do, because you haven't experienced it. So that is, you know what? I'm telling you, I'm going to get a massive action mindset nugget. So when my guests start dropping nuggets, I'm just going to drop it right here. Nugget, just drop. So you guys make sure you pick it up. So Doc, yes,
I got you. So the second I decided I wanted to look in this, I used the same blueprint I did before. Let me go try and volunteer. Now this time I got a little smarter. I'm in school. So I go to my counselor and I say, hey, can I get a credit hour for working in this office? And what my counselor did was they created a program for me that I wrote up every week on what I learned and what I was experiencing in that office, and I was volunteering at that office and got credit hours in school to complete my degree, right? So this was a program that had not been created at University of Florida before, but I went there and I said, listen, I want to volunteer, but I don't have the time to volunteer like I was in high school. So can we create something where I get credit hours for going out and doing community work? And they created that for me. And then after the semester was over and I got the credit hour and I got the knowledge, the person I was volunteering from liked my services so much that they said, I'd pay you to stay on staff, even though you no longer are going to get the credit hours. I'll pay you to stay on staff. So then I flipped that into being a paid employee at the place. So both times I was getting credit hours for school, and then I turned it into being an employee. And that gave me a knowledge base to understand exactly what I wanted to go into. And then doing that, I said, okay, let me figure out, now that I want to be an optometrist, I decided I want to be an optometrist. Let me learn from other people that are optometrists. So I reached out to every single optometrist that I knew and every single person that I can get in contact with, and I said, let me take you to lunch. Let me take you to lunch. Let me go, I'm 21 at this point. Let's go have a happy hour drink together and learn, and let me learn what you don't like about your job off the clock. And then they started telling me, and I said, okay, I can deal with it. I can do that. And then I went and found other successful optometrists, and I said, okay, let me emulate that. Now, these successful optometrists did not look like me, but what happened is they saw in me the hustle and the grind and what I was trying to go after, and they said, you know what? How about you come up to my office in Alabama? How about you come to my office in Georgia, and you get to see what we do and how we operate? And I was able to learn from those people. And I go to school, and you just go to school and crush it. Yeah. I crushed it in the end, but in the beginning it was very difficult, right? But I said, I did not come here to fail. Yes. I did not come here to let my mama down. I did not come here to let myself down. And what I would tell most people is, I don't want to disappoint myself more than I don't want to disappoint anybody else. So I have to look at myself in the mirror every day and say, did I work as hard as I could today? And if I can say that, I sleep good at night. But when I lay down and I say, you know what? I really didn't do as good as I could today. That's when I let myself down, and that's where the hustle has to get turned up. So you go out there, you're gonna definitely meet with other people, definitely try and emulate and see where it is, volunteer, find a mentor, find those different things, but then go out there and just say, don't be outworked.
Whoa. With that being said, we're going to end and go to commercial on that. I want you guys on Facebook, make sure that you're commenting, that you're liking, you're starting your watch party, and you're pushing Massive Action Mindset out there, so individuals that are stuck or feel as if they need this information to get going, we can put them in contact with individuals that are coming on this show. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click the bell so you know we're going live at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. We're going to commercial. We'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Adam Ramsey. I own Social Light Vision. We're at 4871 PGA Boulevard on PGA and Military. You can come here for all your eye care needs. We do glasses, contacts, dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetes, eye care related. I'm the man. Come see me here, 4871 PGA Boulevard. You can call us at 561-336-0733. Thank you.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset, Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I changed my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Big G Anthony the Third. That's Big G Anthony the Third, and on Facebook at Big G Anthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace.
Action.
What up, world? Welcome back to Massive Action Mindset. This is your boy, George Anthony, aka Big J Anthony. I'm sitting here with Dr. Adam Ramsey. Man, this show has been fire with all the knowledge and nuggets that's been dropped here. Dr. Ramsey is about to tell you about his business, Social Light Vision, and tell you all the value and what services he provides here at his brick and mortar storefront. Go ahead, Doc.
Thank you, George. So this is Social Life Vision. We are in 4871 PGA Boulevard in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. My office provides high quality, high care services here. So we do glasses, we do contacts, we do dry eye services. We help patients that have glaucoma or macular degeneration, allergies, anything like that that's eye related. I tell patients, come to me first, come here first, and we help them there. We do take vision insurances. We do take HSA and FSA insurances. We have care plans where patients can split up payments for different services here. So we pretty much offer it all here, and anything that we don't offer here, I then refer out. So we have surgeons that do LASIK for us and cataract surgery for us. So if I can't do it here, I know the person actually to do it. So we get them plugged in here and then get them out into the community. So Social Life Vision, eye care with style. That's our tagline. That's what we're trying to live. That's what we're trying to do today. It's been a great ride, and it's been an amazing opportunity. But now I'm marketing and I'm talking about Social Life Vision. And because we're educating other people in the past, we used to be called Iconic Eye Care. And trademark is a big thing. And I had to trademark Social Life Vision because Iconic Eye Care was not trademarked. Oh. And I did not know that. And all the books I read and all the podcasts I watched and all the TV shows and everything else, nothing told me about the world of trademarking. And I did not know trademarking would be an issue until it happened to me. And because of that, I had to change my name from Iconic Eye Care to now Social Life Vision. And I was mad at the time. I was kicking and screaming. But in that moment, I said, you know what? What do I have to learn from this lesson not to repeat it again? When I had to learn the lesson of trademarking, at first in the moment, I was pretty upset. I didn't really like it. But afterwards, I look back and I say, you know what? Now I have a trademark. Now I have something that's mine that I can defend. And I learned the lesson. And out of that, I decided, you know what? If I read all the books and I listened to all the podcasts and it was not out there and it wasn't told, then there's a need in the market that I should then fill. So then I decided I wanted to then go write a book about opening your own business, and I included a chapter on trademarking. Okay. So I was never going to write a book before, but when I learned there was a need in the market, then all of a sudden my book would then separate itself from the other ones on the shelf, and now I'm not necessarily competing with the other authors that are talking about how to open your own practice. I'm adding value to them, and now I'm saying, read my book, but also read the other books. They also do a great job in what they're doing, get the information from that, and then my book then offers something different. So the book is going to be coming out in 2020, giving y'all a behind the scenes sneak peek. It's called Play Chess, Not Checkers, the practical guide to opening optometric practice. So it's teaching people how do you actually navigate the world of opening an optometry office and being able to learn how to play chess, because on the same board you can play checkers or chess, right? And most people in small businesses that have small minds or mindsets are playing checkers, and the big business around you is playing chess. And they're making big moves, because in checkers, you can only go one square at a time. But with checkers, if you have the right piece, you can skip over all of those. Yeah. So what I'm teaching in the book is teaching people the little nuggets that we're sharing here today, plus a few more, on how to actually navigate the world of business and how to actually start your own business and think on that mindset and the practical way to do it. What do you actually need to pull that off? So the book is dropping in 2020. It's probably going to be a stocking stuffer. So you'll get it there. We're still working through the little details of it, but I'm excited, man. This opportunity to speak to your audience, I'm thankful for that. And I see it. I wanted to say this at the end. I see what you're doing here, and it makes me smile on the inside. And I love seeing the hustle and the grind, because what I see here is what I saw when I saw Roland Martin. He was on TV and they took him off TV. And instead of begging somebody else to get on TV, Roland Martin said, I'm gonna start my own news network, direct to consumer, right online. And now he has it set up where it's there. And now all of a sudden he's doing such a good job that they're looking to add him back to TV, right? Instead of going back to the TV networks, begging them to get on, he went and did his own thing. He made so much of a noise and so much of a ruckus that all of a sudden they're like, look how many followers he got. Maybe we need to add that to our network. And when I see you doing what you're doing, and I see the impact you're having in the community, that's what I see, and I'm like, I love it, because you're just going out there saying, I'm gonna grind it, I'm gonna get the information out there, and I'm gonna go interview, and I'm gonna meet all the people that are doing great things, and I'm gonna tell the world and tell the audience those amazing things, and that hustle and that grind that's in you, I see it out there, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Well, shoot, Doctor, I thank you. Thank you very much. I really do. I really do appreciate that. And again, I want to say that thank you for letting us into your business. Thank you for dropping all the knowledge that you've dropped today and letting the people know. And you know what? I want to be one of the first ones to buy their book. I know it's about starting being an optometrician and starting a business, but it's chess, not checkers. You can apply that to anything. You know, yeah, you may be talking about this one thing, but I can take this knowledge over here and apply it to social media. Starting a media conglomerate, or starting a restaurant. Because it's the same foundation. Once you make that foundation, business is business. So I want to be the first to get one of your books. Before we get out of here, though, I want to ask if you can give everybody your social media, your website, your contact information, so they can reach out to you and know where to find you at.
All right, so we are on Facebook and Instagram as SHOWEP Vision. That's what the office is, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we have a website. I also have a personal brand page, which is separate from your business now. Your business is one thing, your personal brand is another. Dr. Adam Ramsey on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and website. And that's for people that want to learn about how to start a business or how to do business things. That's here. Those that want to be a patient, that's SHOWEP Vision. Too many entrepreneurs try to combine their business and their personal brand. They only got one Instagram page, and they posting their mama and their business stuff on there, which is totally wrong. Separate out the two. Have a business, have a personal brand. So Dr. Adam Ramsey for business connections, and SHOWEP Vision for those that want to come in and get an eye exam. We do some great care here. And for those that are not utilizing LinkedIn, you're missing a boat. LinkedIn is one of the best business-to-business connections. It's where if you're trying to grow your business and talking to another business owner, LinkedIn is the place that you need to be on. So Dr. Adam Ramsey on LinkedIn as well. The phone number here is 561-336-0733. Call, text, email, whatever you got to do, we'll see you. And I can help you out either way, business or if you want to come in as a patient. Thank you.
Wow, man. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching Massive Vascular Mindset. And if you guys are on Facebook, please like, share, and make sure you start watch parties. We need to get this information out here to the people. This show is for you. We're providing value for you. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm sitting down with these thought leaders here that can go and give this information to you guys. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure that you like, subscribe, click the bell so you know when we're uploading and starting a live video every Wednesdays at 7 p.m. When we get back after this commercial, we're going to go with the hanger. And Dr. Ramsey is going to give you 3 actionable steps that you can take to go down the path of taking massive action starting this week. We'll be back after this commercial.
My name is Dr. Adam Ramsey. I own SHOWEP Vision. We're at 4871 PGA Boulevard on PGA and Military. You can come here for all your eye care needs. We do glasses, contacts, dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetes, eye care related. I'm the man. Come see me here, 4871 PGA Boulevard. You can call us at 561-336-0733. Thank you.
up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. I'm sitting here with Dr. Adam Ramsey, and we have been having just such a fire show. I want to thank you guys for watching Massive Action Mindset. This is Hanger Time. This is the time that I give my guests the opportunity to give you guys 3 actionable steps that you can utilize to go out and develop yourself and take action towards your goals, dreams, and aspirations. So I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Ramsey, and he's going to give you his 3 actionable steps for this week.
So thank you for having me once again. I'm sitting here thinking about what 3 nuggets I can give you guys that if you do this, I can see you guys really taking off in 2020. And the first thing I would say is set short-term goals. Too often we give ourselves too long of a goal lead time. So people have a New Year's resolution, right? A 2020 goal. But really what you need is a January 2020 goal. And if you set small goals that then lead to a big goal, you can then accomplish it. So I challenge you to set monthly goals, because a quarter is too long, because you need 3 good months to give you a quarter. So I would challenge you to do short-term goals as my first action item. The second thing would be read a book and pick up a new book, either read or audiobook. There's a lot of great audiobooks that you can just put in on your way to work. If you have a 30-minute drive to work, that means an hour a day you can then be reading or hearing the content from that book. And you will be surprised, a month later you'll have the book done just driving to and from work. Okay, so picking up a book, because in that $10 you can learn more than you can learn by paying for a consultant. So just going and figuring out, either be an autobiography, a who's who, or what happened, whatever it was, something where you can learn and engage yourself. So short-term goals, read a book. And the last thing I would say is invest in yourself and invest in new experiences. And not all experiences cost money. Okay, so going out there and saying, where can I learn? What can I do? What can I experience? And sometimes I will go to a nice hotel and eat an appetizer at lunch, and I sit down there, and from that, I'm looking at the service, I'm looking at the experience, I'm looking at the ambiance, I'm looking at who is there, what they're doing, I'm listening to the conversations they're having, and all of a sudden, that is a new experience for me, and I can learn something from that. Go out there and just try different things. Go try yoga, or just experience different things. Because when you open up your mind and your world is different, all of a sudden, what you thought you were going to do may change. And your experience that you went out there and did, you could be amazed. Yeah. And so set short-term goals, read a book or listen to an audio book, and try and do a new experience at least once a month. Find something engaging right in your own backyard, right in your own community. You'd be amazed how many people vacation in your city, and yet you don't vacation in your own city. So go out there and do it today.
Man, those were 3 awesome actions that you can take. I just want to hit on number 2 when it comes to reading a book. You know what? That audio book, that's just another way of learning. I listen to audiobooks. I have a 45-minute drive to my job. And there's studies that's out there that says that if you read 4 books on a particular subject, you're now an expert. Just think about that. You have most people that don't go through life that may get through 1 chapter. Most people buy books and barely make it through the first chapter. So if you go out and you listen to an audiobook or you read 4 books on 1 particular subject, you're now just made yourself an expert on that particular subject. So just go out there, invest in yourself, experience new experiences, go out and set short-term goals, and make sure that you read a book. Now, what we're going to do right now, we're going to wrap up. I just want to make sure you guys know how to get in touch with me. It's Big G Anthony on Instagram, Big G Anthony on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Big G Anthony, aka Massive Action Mindset. And I'm going to have the doctor give his information one more time before we wrap up. And I want to thank you guys again for watching Massive Action Mindset. And thank the doctor again for allowing us into his business for this interview at Social Light Vision. It's been fire, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed all the information. So, Doc, before we wrap up, just give them a little bit more of your information so we make sure we reiterate it to them and they know where to contact you at.
Or anybody that wants to reach out to me, you can email me at Dr. Ramsey, Doc Ramsey, DocRamsey at Social Light Vision, SOCIALIGHT IALITE vision.com, and you can reach out to me and I can connect with you on anything you want. I love to learn. I love to learn from other people, and I love to give as much knowledge as I can. So reach out to me. We're here. Thank you.
All right. Remember, BigGanthony.com and MassiveActionMindset.com. We'll see you guys next week. And remember, you got to change your mindset to change your situation. Peace.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset, Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I changed my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Big G Anthony the Third. That's Big G Anthony the Third, and on Facebook at Big G Anthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace.
My name is Dr. Adam Ramsey. I own Social Light Vision. We're at 4871 PGA Boulevard on PGA and Military. You can come here for all your eye care needs. We do glasses, contacts, dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, diabetes, eye care related. I'm the man. Come see me here, 4871 PGA Boulevard. You can call us at 561-336-0733. Thank you.